NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got it right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield for Marshall. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Mayfield on play action. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Right where they set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Wilson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll drop to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield now. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with the football at the 20-yard line. 11. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Here we go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
12. They got to go.
Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Panthers. Terrace Marshall. 31 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1, ready?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here.